Hello everybody, welcome back to Holozor's Splinterlands TV, and I've got some wild and crazy speculation to work on here today, because I want to answer the questions that have not yet been answered about things. I need to actually bring my mic next to my mouth as well. That would be a great help, wouldn't it? And the other thing that should be a good help is a little bit of light as well. I'm so unorganized today. So super unorganized. Yeah, I forgot to bring my microphone in front of my mouth, just a gamer. That would be why. I am completely unprepared for today. So what I've got here on my screen is the Rift Watchers announcement. And I've gotten the total number of cards that are going to be dropping, and it is my objective to figure out how many packs we're going to need in Rift Watchers for different league levels. So this is a spreadsheet that I made for the Chaos Legion release, and I've just been modifying it over the last couple of moments to take into account the Rift Watchers stuff. So this is a little bit selfish, because what I'm trying to figure out is how many packs I may need for a diamond level deck. But along the way, we'll be able to figure out how many packs are required for all the other level decks as well. I can zoom in some more. One moment. I'm already at like 200% zoom. I'm already at the maximum zoom, Scotty. Let's see if browser zoom will do anything. Browser zoom isn't doing anything for me. The last thing that I can do is make bigger fonts. Anyway, what I have here is Rift Watchers Wild Speculation. So we know that there's 13 commons, 12 rares, there's going to be 6 epic summoners, and there's going to be 12 legendary cards. Now I've got some speculation here about what those cards may be priced at on the market. So we've got a guess, and feel free to chip in with your guesses as well here, guys. I'm guessing that commons for Rift Watchers are going to be between 20 and 40 cents, taking into account the $5 pack price, as well as the cost of the voucher to get in there. I'm placing rares at between 30 cents and $3. The epic summoners are probably going to be between 20 and 40, and the legendaries may be between 50 and 80. Now that's wild speculation and could be horrendously wrong. Now this spreadsheet has a whole bunch of formulas in it that calculate various things. So I've got how many cards are going to be needed for each level. So I'm currently on Diamond League, because that's where I tend to chill out. And I was just in the process of working out the number of cards you're going to get per pack without potions for each rarity type. And mathematically, for legendaries and for epics, it looks like someone wanting diamond is going to need about 1,400 packs. So that's my guesstimate in terms of a range there between 13.5k and 27k. But these are guesses, of course. We could be completely wrong. There could be some cards in there that go for much less. There could be cards in there that go for much more. We're going to find out once those cards are actually released into the wild. Now, I'm going to keep working out these pack ratios. So there's going to be 1380. Actually, you know what I should do, because these cells are dynamically updating, is just reference the dynamic cell, and then I can tell you how many packs are going to be needed for each people. So there's 1380 there. The chance of a rare is 19.75, so we would do 5 multiplied by 0.195. So your chance per pack is that many. You need that many divided by that many to get that number of cards. And we're going to do the same thing for commons now. Why am I typing it again? Equals that cell. And the rate for commons is going to be 5 multiplied by 0.7441. Now this is just a calculation for regular foil, so you're going to get 3.7 commons in every pack. Then we divide that by that. And again, that number comes along of around 1400. So for Diamond League, it's mathematically possible to get a distributed max level deck. Cards required. Oh god, I can't type today. Cards required. Cards per pack. And packs required. So let's ignore the fact that this layout of this table is really terrible. So I'm going to copy that and hopefully be able to paste it. Oh, these rubbish plugins in Google Sheets. Yes, I have been typing massive posts on Peaked, Scotty. That's because of my actual true passion for visual arts, as is in that really long post I published yesterday. So let's find out, as Max Macker mentioned earlier, when silver. So let's see how these equations change for a silver player. For a silver player, we're looking at about 310, or rather 380 packs if a silver player wants to get all of the legendaries to be maxed. So we go that times by 5, and we can roughly work out what the cost is for each league. So cost for each league in packs. Let's make that a bit bigger. So we've got silver 1905. I'll round that up because we're going to say, actually we're going to say 381 packs. And that's going to be equals 381 multiplied by 5. Yeah, there we go. 1905 packs. Let's see for bronze how many packs we're going to need for bronze. So for bronze, you're going to need at least 127 packs if you roll perfect drops all the time with each and every thing. So a bronze deck in terms of pack value is going to cost you 635. And then gold, I love spreadsheets. I'm not sure if you guys have heard me say that before. The highest figure we've got, actually let's go back and double check bronze. Yep, legendary is the highest number there. For Gold League, we actually need more epics. So the highest number here is 785. So we're going to call that 786 packs, which means the cost of a gold deck coming out of packs is going to be that much. And then finally, for diamond, we're going to say that that is 1398 packs required. Again, this is if your drops are mathematically absolutely perfect based on the randomization of the algorithm. So $13.98 times by 5. So there's your cost for a diamond deck. So with that said, I believe we probably need to adjust these figures, because if we look at the cost of similar sets in the past, typically if you buy things out of packs, it's more expensive than just going and buying them on the market. So I would say that my pricing here is probably wrong, but what we need to take into account is the fact that we've got vouchers involved in the purchase of every single one of these as well. So pack cost, and then we've got voucher cost for Rift watches. So here we need to multiply that by 3, because, you know, that's the value that is associated with packs. So 381, and I'm not taking into account bonus packs or anything here. And I'm sure all the guys at Splinterlands that are on the business and marketing team probably work this out the whole way. So total cost is going to be that plus that. Yes, we will fill that down. So still, I think my figures here are probably wrong. If we take it at about 75% of the raw cost of the inputs, which are the pack costs and the voucher costs, I think that's an alarming number of dollars for the Rift watches set in diamond at least. But even in bronze, those vouchers are really a massive limiting factor. Again, this is if your drops are mathematically perfect and you end up with 46 of each epic summoner and you don't end up with 54 of one and 38 of the other, or some such. So with all of that said, 500 packs to get yourself a single gold foil, that gets you your bonus card as well with the vouchers. You're giving a gold player a max level promo card in the pre-sale, which I think is pretty fair if a gold player wants to go in really heavy and make sure they've got everything that Rift Watches has to offer. But what are your guys' thoughts on this initial mathematical analysis? I know it's really small on the spreadsheet. What I can do here just to make life easier for you guys is to copy the link and just throw this into the chat so you can go look at it on Google Sheets yourself, and tell me what you think of these calculations, because I'm keen to hear any objections to my method and my working out, or any suggestions to simplify this. Now, the layout is terrible, I'm aware of that. This is just a quick and nasty sort of tool to enable everyone to jump in and see what it has. Now, I also made a gold foil predictor as well, but I haven't filled in the figures. There's a tool in this spreadsheet as well about how much power you need to get to whatever league you want to get. And then I had a Chaos Legion predictor in here as well. And then I've got the underlying data set of what the power is required for each league and how many BCX are required for commons and rares on another sheet. So this is a pretty useful data source that I was building and using in the past. But that is out there now. It's all public information. It's just you need to calculate it in some way, form or another. So I hope that's been useful to you guys. I know I'm going to find it useful, but I think this cost here is dramatically overestimated given the raw cost of the inputs. But you can make a copy of the spreadsheet, have a play with the numbers yourself, and yeah, enjoy that. Meanwhile, I'm going to jump back over to actual gameplay stuff in Splinterlands Town. I don't have any progress on my daily quest yet. And I also have some stuff to give away today, which is a rarity for me. Those of you who were here on my stream on Monday would have seen Aggroed come along. And Aggroed was kind enough to send us some wonderful Eyes of the Fanged, of which I have 4 remaining to give away on this stream. So I'll be doing those giveaways periodically by asking for Splinterlands related jokes in the chat, because I like Splinterlands related jokes. And hey Techie, welcome. Let's go and do some battling, because I need to get some of my ECR used, because I'm at 100%. I don't know if I want to do a fire focus, but we'll see. Firstly, I'm just going to double check and see how I'm going in the tournaments that I am in. So I'm doing quite well in this particular tournament. I am 11-3, 18th, so that is not bad, and I've got 8 battles left. I've got the same number of battles lost as the leader of the tournament, so who knows? I could win. I don't think I will, but I could. And then for this modern diamond tournament, I'm doing really well. 4 battles played and 1 lost, and in 4th position. So that is awesome. It could be. That was pretty funny on the Town Hall Butops. With Aggroed being candid and telling us he had a lisp while growing up. Okay, into battle I go. Hey Maui. We've got explosive weaponry and lost legendaries. We got 29 mana. My opponent's been spamming a lot of dragon, but the only other thing they've thrown at us has been life. Now, these teams are not necessarily max level, so that could bode well for me, because I do indeed have my max level cards stored away in my arsenal here. Now, because it's explosive weaponry, I'm probably gonna go with the blue Splinter, because they've got the most utility to block the explosive weaponry, and I'm gonna be a absolute tyrant if I can be. I can't be because Kraken is not allowed in this rule set, so instead we'll go with Wave Brood, which is fundamentally the same thing as a Kraken. And we will build a team around Wave Brood. So that will involve Sandworm. Yeah, I like Sandworm. They'll be in a place of relatively good protection as well. I think Halfling Alchemist is going to be pretty important to our chances, and we will need a heal and a cleanse. So Halfling Alchemist goes away. Kelp Initiate comes in for the cleanse. Throw in, we can't throw in Headwinds, but we can throw the chicken in. Chicken can do stuff. Let's go. Hey, Super Cow. I think many good things about the new summoners. I think I'm going to like the Death Summoner a lot, particularly with the fix that's going to come through for Cripple. And I have again forgotten to turn all the lights on. So I just realized my camera was like a hyper, super, mega dark there. So let me bring some more illumination into the world for you guys so you can actually see my beard and my face and all that sort of wonderful stuff. Looks like my opponent has pretty much put together the same team as me, except I've got a little angry sandworm ready to go. I think based on the sandworm, I'm going to do all right. Read it backwards. I'm not going to read that out loud, but I think our friend Ape of Wall Street will have some things to say about that. We'll have to have them believe that the card is a dedication to the way in which they play the game, shall we say. Hilarious. I love it. So, as I predicted, my sandworm's been are doing pretty well here. Sandworm was the centerpiece of my team. It's going to have some difficulty maybe in a moment, but the triage I should be okay. It's just going to be annoying with Tidebiter. Oh, dang it. Now I've got no damage left. I completely missed out on damage. Oh, that was close, but poor little Sandworm could not get the job done. That was a nasty battle. Alright, let's throw you a challenge here, Max Macca. Using your thoroughly earned channel points. We are going in diamond. Let's go. Let's see. Yeah, I thought I was going to win too. I was thoroughly mistaken. Challenge is sent. Let's get it done. Let's make it happen. Let's hope it's a decent rule set for my playstyle. My playstyle being one of horror and awfulness. And I'm just going to switch over to full camera view while we wait for Max to grab the challenge, and then I'll put together my team and all that sort of fun stuff. Hope everyone's had a really good day today. Today, while it's Thursday on the calendar, is in fact my Friday as far as my day job is concerned, which is awesome. No, I don't have any Lyras to give away, Davera. It's Isaa's, and you've got to come up with Splinterlands related jokes. It's got to be Splinterlands related jokes in the chat. Alright, so the rule set I've got against Max here is Fog of War and Noxious Fumes. The only Splinter we're not allowed to play is Fire. And you're doing better than me this season, Max. You've got 400 rating points on me in Diamond. So my chances here are probably not what I expect them to be. And I'm building my team, and my team shall be built out of layers of things. Layers of delectable and delicious things. That does not mean anything, and that does not suggest anything about the creatures that I'm playing, but regular viewers will have a suspicion of one of the particular cards that I will be placing into the mix here. I'm going to throw in one of those. Actually, no, I'm going to dismiss one of those and throw in one of those. And then I have 12 mana left. What am I going to do with 12 mana? That's what I should do with 12 mana. Use my brain. Ooh, that's a very good way of using my brain. At least I feel like that's a good way of using my brain. All right. Let's throw in the battle. See what we've got. I'm really glad you didn't bring a cube. I went kitty with life, and I was anticipating Kraken, so I went with Desert Dragon in the hopes that they could demolish a Kraken, but instead they have very successfully demolished your first front two line creatures, which has been splendid for me, but I don't know if I've got the staying power against Kron's Last Stand. I might, but we will see. Trample, come on. I love Trample. All right, let's see if Kron can YOLO solo my entire team here. Come on, Desert Dragon. Oh, 14 damage. Absolutely beautiful. It's the most gorgeous creature in the world, that Desert Dragon. Now, if only I can do that in actual ranked play, that would be magnificent and fantastic. yeah, well played. That was a pretty ambitious team composition from me. Initially, I just wanted to play everything that had immunity, but then I thought, if I bring a cheeky cleanse, it might be better. You also brought the cleanse. And the Vampiric Blossom is a great counter to anything Last Stand as well. So, is that a literal question or the start of the joke, Davira? What is my favorite Splinterlands monster? Well, you know this because most of you guys have sat through my quiz. Alrighty, into the battle I go, ranked battle. Again, my opponent's not really showing their hand here. It is Melee Mayhem. I really wish I could play Life Splinter. Cannot. I might go, is that everything always hits? Yes, it is. I'm going to go with Tarsem because it's Melee Mayhem. I'm just going to bring some Bloodlust and some Retaliate and throw in some zeros and see if we can get through. Spirit Holodor. No. Hey, Sean NFT, welcome. You almost got a chuckle out of me there, Davira. Nice try. But I need unsolicited Splinterlands jokes in the chat. Is your battle link there meant to be a joke, Max Macca, or is that the battle that we just had? Or is it an interesting other battle? Because I could probably find plenty of other things. Why was Merdhampier born? Because vampire fell in love with tuna. Isn't tuna typically served with garlic? At least I like my tuna with like garlic and chili. So I'm going to be like the toughest person to make laugh on my stream today. It's going to be a try not to laugh challenge as far as I'm concerned. All right. What has my opponent got? They've gone just all out Magnor. Wonderful. Hopefully our little friend Forgotten One can retaliate when his time comes. Oh no. Okay. He didn't survive the night. But our friend Grum did. There's no retaliation involved. I'm really glad that I managed to win that, particularly because it was fire and my quest was also fire. So that gets me some progress, and still I'm tracking down that Diamond 2 rating. We'll get there eventually. Whether it'll be this season or the next, who knows? And a beard hair just got stuck in my microphone. Fancy that. Beard man problems. Absolute beard man problems. 21 mana. Noxious Fumes, so probably want to go for an immunity. I am thinking Death Splinter with Harclaw. But at the same time, all this conversation about Merdhampier makes me want to play them. I'm gonna go Harclaw though. Harclaw with Magic Reflect, and then we're gonna stack some Leechy Lives. Not the vampire. Maybe we'll go one of you and Life Sapper. And that's really it. That's all I can fit. Oh, why did they go cube? This guy, Sea Monster, is going to be pretty dangerous with the scope of their blast. Particularly with the cleanse combined. They will have significant healing powers and significant blasting powers. And I don't think our poor little Ancient Lich is going to be able to survive another blow like that. No, he is not. Harklaw really needs to hit. The cleanse is gone. Harklaw will not survive this hit. And Life Sapper isn't going to have it in them to live on. So, Skeletal Assassin walked into a bar, ordered a beer and a mop. Why? Are they going to spill their beer? Why is Harklaw photographed like that? Because he just finished scratching a massive itch. The itch was loss. What was the rarest of the Venari? Venari Dave Smith? No. No, it's not working. All your humor is not working today. Equalizer, Broken Arrows. I like Equalizer. I am a fan of Broken Arrows as well. Ah, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I thought he was ordering a mop because he was going to spill blood in the bar. I mean, what would the point be of a skeleton drinking beer? See, some things I just don't get. I don't drink beer, so I don't get beer. I'm not sure what I'm doing with my team here. I am using Exploding Dwarf because lull, Equalizer. Blast is also featuring due to Jotun. That's why I'm also using a bit of magic. I want to use Zarin because that'll give us extra strength and a cleanse, importantly. Then I've got so much mana left that I'm just going to throw Kaladin in at the back and see what happens. Oh, that is rough. That is very rough. Nectar Queen is a phenomenal card. Ah, and it's my good old friend Zegalord. I sold him so many packs because he was in pursuit of a complete set of gold cards. So many of these cards probably came out of packs that I sold to the man that I am now fighting. It's funny how Splinterlands works like that. Come on, I need to get rid of that Kron. I think my best chance is through Jin Inferni. Actually, no. Kron's gonna likely succumb to Blast. But, good God, that Disintegrator is putting up a heck of a fight. It is a ridiculous fight. All that healing. So much healing. I just realized they had like a triple heals. But it's okay. I'm slowly but surely removing their healing. Don't know that I'll be able to stand up to it, but the fact that I've got thorns on my two remaining creatures will help with the defeat of the Disintegrator, but I don't know that it'll help with the defeat of the Goblin Psychic when the time comes for Goblin Psychic to be at the front of the battle. This one could be a loss for me. Really glad I've got that immunity. Not that, you know, healing's going to do anything for me at this point. Okay, they are now down to a single heal. I really wish Cripple worked properly here, with it not being able to be cleansed, as is the plan for future Splinterlands. But no, that one is a loss for me, but that was a pretty good epic battle. Hey Jagged, welcome. Good to have you here with us. I'm still pursuing Diamond 2. The name of the game today is tell a joke in chat that's Splinterlands related that will make me laugh, and you will win an Eyes of the Fanged. I have 4 of them to give away. I need Splinterlands related jokes, and I need jokes that are going to make me just either groan in despair or laugh to the point where I'm wheezing and out of breath. All right, we've got 14 mana, equal opportunity. I feel like it's time for llama plus creature. You guys know the drill. It's llama plus creature time. It would have been Hydra, but neutrals were banned. No neutrals allowed. Okay, here we go. The waiting game begins. Yeah, I did see that come through there, Devira. The question that Devira led with that the auto mod picked up was something along the lines of which Splinterlands monster has the most alluring name? So if you want to complete that joke with the word alluring instead, Devira, I think that will be acceptable. Nah, I'm not going to keep the cards for myself. I've already got a max level Eyes of the Fanged. Oh, that's pretty good there, Devira. That almost got a chuckle out of me. If I read it out aloud, it's probably going to get a chuckle out of me. Hey, Salmon the Fishbee. No, Salom Fishbee. I read it as salmon. Maybe I'm hungry. I think I'm hungry. Thank you for the raid. Welcome. To the people that are coming along. It is a good time to be coming along to this channel, because if you want to win an Eyes of the Fanged Splinterlands legendary card from the Chaos Legion, pictured here, these 1BCX cards, you want to tell me a joke in chat that is Splinterlands related, and if you make me laugh, no one's been able to do it yet, Devira came close, you will be the mighty fine and joyous recipient of an Eyes of the Fanged. So get those jokes going in the chat, make them corny, make them hilarious, make them original. I want to see all of our Splinterlands comedians emerge from the woodworks. Read mine, I may have missed it. The llama used to run around in fear every day until it learned how to pronounce its name properly. The llama used to run around in fear every day until it learned how to pronounce its name properly. I don't think there's comedy in that, Jagged. I don't get it. Did they cleanse themselves of some speech impediment, the llama? Scarred llama. I think that they should be the sacred llama mage. I see scars on them, but I still think they should be sacred. I'm the one that mispronounces them wrong. We want to talk about mispronunciations of monsters. I mean, we've got Jin Murray, we've got Desert Dragon, and Pellicor Defective. Not even a groan for that one. No. Absolutely not. But we will be playing Llama Monster, Llama plus Creature here for this particular rule set. I think it's going to be the same, much the same as the prior team that I played. We've got Rise of the Commons as a part of this rule set here, so we're going to spam in some commons, leave the Mercenary at the rear, and that they can trigger off some nice little things up against Daria. I think I could be okay here. Those thorns are gonna help me out a little bit just by adding an extra damage in. And now we wait. We start on equal footings. and we hope that we get a retaliate streak that goes longer than the enemies. On the bright side, they won't have last stand available to them, whereas mine's already triggered. That screeching vulture may be quite formidable if it lives long enough, but we're all good. Alright, Butops. So when a death splinter beats an opponent, does it throw in a rotten corpse? I'd like to think that Death Splinter would gain the corpses of its defeated enemies and grow more powerful with that. I've always wanted to see a necromancy creature in Splinterlands. Maybe we'll get one in Rift Watches, I'm not sure. Hey, Blaster, welcome. Good to have you with us on the stream. If you're just catching up and if you've just rocked up, if you tell a Splinterlands joke successfully that makes me laugh, you will win a 1BCX Eyes of the Fanged. So come on, where's your comedy? Bring it out. I need to see your comedy. I don't care if you're a mod, I don't care if you're a first time viewer, I don't care if you've been here forever. You just gotta make me laugh. Just gotta make me laugh. It's not that hard. Alright, weak magic, broken arrows. That's really finicky rule set. I might go with Chancius the Great and throw a whole bunch of piercing at my opponent. So then we've got the Sandworm. I really wish Jared Scar had reach. That would be an incredible option if they had reach. They just feel too fragile to be a front runner in an enemy team. Sacred Unicorn gets a go instead. Sandworm comes along. Now, with it being weak magic, let's go with some life leech for us. And some poison, I think. I think poison will do well. I have no healing other than the triage, which is given to me by the summoner here. I am YOLOing it. I wonder if we'll have a Byzantine otter. Don't think so. I'd rather see, of all the creatures in the animal kingdom, I think it would be best to have something that's barely related to Splinterlands, and it's a bear. Yeah, it's I think it was one of those outcomes of a designer summoner competition. What Splinterlands summoner is the most worthless? Is that failed summoner? Paging failed summoner. Is this trivia now instead of jokes? It could be trivia. Oh, why did they bring Kraken? Oh. The groan is for Kraken, not for Dave. Alright, I'm losing this one. Bye, Sacred Unicorn. I'll miss you. You were a lovely beginning to my team. But, oh god, the retaliations. And I was going to say, where did my armor go? But it's all gone anyway. I'm going to skip that one across. Alright. $27 mana. A Little League. Nah, Wood Nymph is far more classy than that. Far more classy than a simple mercenary. Little League. 27 mana. No green splinter. I think it's time for Kelia. I'll bring out the big annoying beasts of Splinterlands. Are they gonna come at me with magic? Possibly. Hey, Ape of Wall Street, are you gonna be able to make me laugh with a Splinterlands related joke? Do you want an Eyes of the Fanged? Make me a Splinterlands related joke. You're a funny man. Make us laugh. Make us cry. Make us give you an Eyes of the Fanged. Or, you know, don't. Your fate is in your hands. I am going to bring... What am I going to bring in for my backline here? I'm going to bring in a sneak. So we've got that double sneak going. Do something unconventional and do that. So Merdhampier stays alive as long as possible. All right. We might be in business for a victory here, thanks to our blast, but they may also be in business for a victory, because they too have blast. I'm hoping that Coral Wraith can turn the tides for us. I think I'm pretty lucky with my placement of that Coral Wraith. I think Coral Wraith is going to be the difference here. Who would have thought that an epic card does an epic job of doing epic things? All right, let me catch up on the chat here. A pair of Cornelius were traveling across the ocean. A pirate called out, "Aye, aye, Captain." It's very corny. Ape of Wall Street, I'm sorry, I cannot make a homeless guy cry on stream. If that happens, Splinterlands no longer blesses me and I will no longer have a jungle on Splinterlands Island. What could you possibly say that would make me cry? So Cornelius went to the optometrist to have its eyes checked, but the optometrist said, "Sir, you only have one eye. You don't have eyes." Very punny. Oh, you came on Twitch because you beat me? It happens. You're not in a class of being anyone special there, Ape. Everyone beats me in combat. Except Max earlier today. They couldn't defeat me in their challenge. Sorry, that burn was probably a little bit too slick for a sleepy ape. We've got Little League and Spreading Fury. What am I going to do here? I think it's got to be that blue splinter again. It's just Kelia is too good. And I think my team's going to be much the same as what I just played before. Throw in good old Dr. Blight and Zenith Monk can come along. That's the correct order. Who can we experiment with in our team this time around? Who can be our backline? Maybe someone with lots of armor. That can also be effective somehow. Maybe Tower Griffin. I don't know that Sneak is going to be the best option here because of the Enrage related part of the rule set. Maybe I should be focusing my fire on the front line. I'm gonna drop the Coral Wraith in exchange for Halfling Alchemist. Try and settle the nerves of that Enrage. And I'm gonna go with Naga Windmaster, so we've got poison. Let's see if that'll work. You don't have a joke, but you've got a riddle. Let's hear your riddle. They're going for the weekend redemption team. They've got quad redemption. Quad redemption, everyone. Almost triggered 2 of them in one go. But, oh no, I am triggering 2 of them in one go. Because of my redemption. I should not have used redemption in this battle. This may be rather tragic for me. Luckily, Merdhampier is collecting health. along the way. Oh, double redemption. Lucky we've got that armor. It's 2v1. 11 speed. It's not going to be enough. That sucks. Where would you find a cursed slime ball from a guy who has an uncurable cold? Now, if it was slime, I would expect it to be on like a children's TV show where they dump those vats of slime over the contestants that fail to answer quizzes or fail to give humorous jokes. I'd be dropping gelatinous cubes right now if it was a game show. Splinterlands related game show. That could be interesting. I'd certainly win no prizes. Explosive weaponry, stampede, 16 mana. It's time for a unicorn. Yet again. Precious, precious, precious unicorns. Can we play the unicorn? Where is my unicorn? There's my sacred unicorn. Okay. I'm also going to go with Stitch Leech. I might throw in Celestial Harpy. Because if Unicorn goes, then, well, all of my team basically is destroyed here. They call me a fish. They can make me into a dish. I don't know if I'll taste good, but the chef is Chinese. I don't get this riddle. Let me off this planet. I guess April War Street, I could have a Kraken at it. This battle seems to be going pretty well for me so far. I need Celestial Harpy to be more rapid in the deployment of their attacks to take out that enemy back line, just like so. And sadly, Cursed Windiku may definitely, quite possibly, outlive the Stitch Leech. They will. They will outlive the entire team and my own legacy as I continue to struggle to enter the realms of Diamond 2. An Angelic Mandarin, I would think that it's something that grows on a tree. Are we going to examine the art and the lore of the Angelic Mandarin shortly? We could. It would be entertainment, I suppose. It would be good entertainment? Odd one's out. Healed out. What is this? At least they can't play blue. I think I'm going to Jotun and just magical blast powers of joyous, magical, swirling, mystical energies are going to be deployed everywhere. Because it's the best way to do things. And we do have enough for a little tiny Grum to be a little tiny tank. What will happen when Pirate Captain dies? Something about walking planks? I'm liking the way this battle is going for me so far. I'm also just now noticing that my opponent is not playing max level creatures. Oh, Grum is getting going. I don't think he's going to need to get going though, because the rest of the team is doing a pretty good job. Oh, the miss. Terrible, terrible miss. But it was a win, which is more than I can say about you guys with your jokes in chat. You should definitely not quit your day jobs to become comedians. I thought there was good comedy in the Splinterlands community. I've never been so disappointed in my life. It's Rise of the Commons here. And close range. Do we just go with Fire Splinter yet again? I mean, it is my... Let's Rise of the Commons. Well, you know who is a common? Well, it's technically a rare. Goblin Tower is pretty nice. Seedsmith's pretty nice. It's a shame we can't play Eyes of the Fanged, otherwise I would, to just be like, hey, look at what you guys could have won. But we're going to keep building our team out here. I think my tank could be a Pellicle Mercenary. Let's go. Hey Bordell, long time no see. Of course my opponent's gone with the blast tactic. What happens when you cross your non-Apple phone with some ants? Android platoon? No. I don't see this happening. Bordell, you used to win a fair few of my joke contests. Give us a joke. Make us all laugh and cackle. How could you cripple a cube and a slime and a creeping ooze when it doesn't even have legs? I suppose cripples can be of other varieties. Another attempt at a joke. Where does a blood maker put his beard clippings? In his shavings account? Jokes against beards will not be tolerated. Why do Finnish harpies start working at level 4? It's because... Oh, now that's good. Why do Fiendish Harpies start working at level 4? Because that's when they get the opportunity. I like that. I very much like that. That is fantastic. Didn't make me laugh, but that is clever and good and wholesome. And I hope your name is registered with the bot, because you're about to get an Eyes of the Fanged sent towards you. So I need that in-game name there, Super Cow, so that I might type your name and then send it. There we go. Thank you. Enjoy your Eyes of the Fanged. See how easy it is, everybody? See how easy it is. You've got to be clever. Tickle the funny bone. Why doesn't Lava Launcher send its lava to school? Because it already has over 1,000 degrees. Alright. That's a good... That is brilliant. That is fantastic. In-game name, please. You get an Eyes of the Fanged. Congratulations. That is good. Waiting. You guys are now on an official roll. The hill is rolling all the way downhill. But that's what we're here for. All right. Isa is deployed. We have 2 more. The command that you want to do is setting your name in chat. Just like that. There was another one that I missed there from Butops. When does Eyes of the Fanged become a beauty? when its beauty is so gorgeous that it is stunning. Now, that's just trying to ride on the coattails of Super Cow. Absolutely. Oh man, the chat's moving so quick now. More than a joke, I have an observation. I see I'm getting a second Splinterlands card with the new Earth Summoner, Fernheart the Forest. Yes, I'm going to get so lost in the forest. It's going to be such a nice place to be. It's going to be the most wonderful and enjoyable location to be lost. Well, I think there's another 2 of them left because I've given 2 of them away. There was 4. Now we've got another hour left, so that's an hour of you guys awkwardly thinking about jokes and putting them into the chat awkwardly. And then me judging you on your humor skills because I am so totally qualified to assess comedy. When you get lost in a forest, who do you count on to find you? Hunter Jarks. I wouldn't want Hunter Jarks finding me in the forest. He's got True Strike. He's going to do it all the time, flawlessly. I don't want arrows through my body. I don't want to be a Joan of Arc figure on the horse with an arrow going through my poor, delicate flesh. Fog of War, no sneak, no snipe. Why did I hit llama for? It's just instinct and reflex. It's like this sort of muscle memory. I didn't even look to see what my opponent had been playing. Hey, Bob Karch, welcome. So my opponent had been playing Kellia. Yeah, you can fit a Kraken into this rule set, so let's go Kraken. We can do it. There's a Kraken. There's an anti-blast. Let us bring a silence along. Hopefully they don't bring an anti-blast. And now we need a cleanse. We need a heal. Let's actually swap Kelp Initiate for the Angelic Mandarin because they bring an additional silence along. Provided my opponent doesn't bring Magic Reflect to the party, I should be pretty good here. They did bring Magic Reflect to the party. This is tragic and unfortunate and terrible, but I do have that triage to help out Ruler of the Seas. Queen Mycelia with Minotaur Warlord is something that I have not seen widely used, but it is something that makes an enormous amount of good sense. Except the great thing is Kraken still stands. And the greater thing is that Acid Shooter is now removed from their effective lifespan. I'm not stopping on the flat jokes like the routine of a Twisted Jester because it always falls flat. Sorry. Keep trying. Feel like one of those game show buzzers that goes off when someone gets the quiz question wrong. What am I going to do in this battle? Yeah, but I laughed at myself, not at your joke. I'm sorry. Earthquake. Noxious Fumes. I'm sure eventually you'll hit the jackpot with your jokes. Persistence and diligence is key. They have a Valnamore. That makes me very sad. They also have a Cryptmancer, which makes me even more sad, if that's even possible. Flying plus Valnamore. They have no respect, this opponent that I'm fighting right now. Let's go with who has lots of armor. Actually, no, let's go along the lines of who can have lots of armor and be flying, but also have Magic Reflect. Oh, that's a tough one to find. Actually, no, it's not all that tough to find. It's the Pelacor Conjurer. That way we have Void and Magic Reflect. And now we need flying machines that involve us in immunity, extra armor, Krallis, because Krallis is a mighty fine flying machine. Can we bring Snare? Yes, but it ruins the rest of my team's composition. There's also no direct heal. Oh, I wish there was more mana. There can be more mana if I remove Krallis. Let's go with Protect there and then throw in even more protection. Where is our friendly Silver Shield Sheriff? There they are. So I don't think I'm going to do very well here. We've got triple armor going into here, and oh, thank goodly goodness they didn't bring any shatter. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Go-Go Gadget Magic Reflections coupled with Go-Go Gadget Repairs coupled with Go-Go Gadget. Oh, it's Earthquake and Poison. Ooh, that is something I didn't really consider all that closely or strongly. But this is good, because guess who's gonna go away very oh, come on, you missed. Why does Pelacor Arbalest have no fight on level 1? Because it only has chicken wings. I love chicken wings. I haven't had chicken wings in ages. Why did the blood maker stop working? Because there was no more blood. No. It would have been much funnier and darker if it was because the blood maker had leukemia. I went there. I make no apologies. I think I might be able to snatch victory away here. Maybe not anymore. That poison, that Bacteria. I have a very dark sense of humor, in case you guys haven't noticed over the time that you've spent with me. Why does Supply Runner always run? Because he's running away from the cops. Trying to think what Supply Runner could be running away from. It's running away from your bad jokes. Sorry, Butops. I feel bad. I like to just fire straight back at people. In case you haven't noticed, I can be quite trolly in the Twitch chat when I'm around. Finally something funny from me though, right? Or, you know, it could just be that my stream, the very notion of me doing a stream is hilarious. Actually, I'm gonna do a bad joke about a monster in terms of how I play this particular battle. Let's keep our distance. Let's go with extra speed, Wave Brood, and then I'm going to have Merdhampier come along. We're going to put Kelpinicia in second position, then Albatross here, and I'm pretty sure I will be somewhat unkillable. Wow. Oh no. Poison from the acid shooter. I predicted that poison from the acid shooter correctly. Wow, why are you getting so destroyed, Wave Brood? Jeez. That was really brutal. The double poison really sucks. Man, Acid Shooter's going to get so powerful with that cripple fix. Not powerful enough to defeat me. Okay, what have we got? Why did the Venari heat no Smith? Because they got burned for deck? Does Dave keep burning them? Why do you do that, Dave? What kind of restaurants does a Dampier infiltrator avoid? Steakhouses. I like that, Techie Stan. I do like that. Here's another Butops attempt. Why does he call himself Lear Deep Swimmer if he is pictured in a kiddie pool? Is he pictured in a kiddie pool? Let's go look. Let's investigate the Deep Swimmer man. Let's look at his allure. Nah, he's just wandering around. Oh, Chapmeister, you've gone straight for one of my favorite cards. Why did the shield bearer not get married? Because he can't bear her. I guess he can't stand her either. He doesn't have last stand. Yeah, he's not swimming and he's not in the deep. In fact, he's only got one leg. He? Yes, he. The full screen portrait is quite androgynous because I couldn't tell if this was an armor plate or an exposed midriff, but that little specular highlight there. Alright, I've liked these jokes about the steakhouse and the shield bearer. But I'm certain there's better stuff out there. I mean, Deep Lurker is probably just playing in the shallows as well, right? Maybe. 13 mana with a blast. Well, I think it's going to be Dragon plus Death or just Death. Do we want to slow them down? I know that Revealer is going to be pretty important here to stop the blast. It's really the only option. And if it's death, it's probably going to be magical damage or sneak. So I think that covers me on both fronts. And if I throw a Corpse Fiend and a little chicken in, let's see what happens. It's an interesting team they've got there. Really glad I've got that snipe on the Revealer. Oh no. I am now extraordinarily vulnerable from all sides. I screwed that up majorly. Why is the Pellicord Deceiver still single? Because he likes to fly solo. What do you get when you are hungry but you want your fortune taken? A steamed lobstradamus in butter. Now, Butops, that's the sort of intelligence and cutting wit that I want to see. I believe your in-game name is just Butops, is that correct? Tell me the prophecy of your in-game name. Excellent. I will not be sending you a Lobstradamus, but I'll be sending you an Eyes of the Fanged. It didn't make me laugh, but I figure you've had so many attempts. I've given you such grief that, you know, this is in lieu of any services of me comforting you and telling you that everything will be okay. things will just get more complicated because Eyes of the Fanged will be another choice that you'll have to make along the way. So we've got one more Eyes of the Fanged left, and we have 45 minutes left in our stream. I've barely played any battles. I've somehow managed to get 4 focus chests, and I'm not sure how I did that, while I've also declined in rating points. So please tell me what I should be doing in battle. Like, just yell the cards that I should be playing, and maybe I'll ignore you if you're really lucky. We've got Earthquake and Spreading Fury, and I think I'm just going to go for sweet, sweet flying machines that involve dragons, particularly the Void Dragon, the Dragon Spirit, and the Dragon Jumper. Let's try and build a team entirely of things that have the word dragon in their name. I don't think I can do that with 3 mana. Maybe with 2 mana. No, why is there not something that has dragon in its name? It's terrible. It's saddening. I am going to use Ice Pixie, and then for 1 mana we'll throw in the Albatross. Void Dragon goes at the back. Yeah, I'm not so confident about some of that positioning, but we will see. I hate the fact they get that +1 armor. It breaks my heart so much. Ooh, that tasty redemption. Oh, that delicious miss. Oh, that couldn't miss. Okay, I think Dragon Jumper's got to put on a pretty impressive show from here on in. Well, I think they're guaranteed victory after that one. That's good. Okay, why doesn't the Chaos Dragon eat ghosts? Because they taste like sheet. I have to enunciate that very clearly. Sheet, as in bed sheet. A guy was grinding away to reach Diamond League, and it was so startled after reading the last Town Hall recap that he dropped his phone and bounced into a small puddle of his own tears, crying at his diminishing ECR. He later had a rusty Android. That's good. That's got the narrative, it's got the setup, it's got the fact that the majority of Android handsets on the market aren't incredibly waterproof. I too have an Android handset, not aligned to Apple or Android. I'm indifferent to both. I have an Android phone and an iPad, so, you know, I'm probably one of those crazy psychotic people that can recognize what is best for my needs in category A of product and category B of product. If you hadn't, have you already won? I can't remember. I think that's a very short listing entry there. It's also a good reminder to force me to have some beverage to replenish my thirst, because I always get so wrecked on Thursday nights because I have many meetings on Thursdays at work, and it's followed up by more talking here. Okay, it's Stampede and it's Holy Protection, and I think I'm going to YOLO this with 7 mana man who doesn't even have trample, Jared Scar, and we are going to provide Jared Scar with some emotional and moral support from the likes of Truth Speaker, because they are just so dang fragile. They need another heal. We're going to try and remove armor using a Time Mage, and we're going to try and chip away at some enemy stuff with that. And do we also throw in Vanat Core? There's no real point in such a low mana match. Instead, we should probably go with Dax Paragon, maybe. I'm going to get destroyed by Sneak here. I can feel it in my bones. Oh, look at that. There's 3 Sneak creatures. How predictable. But if Mr. Jared Scar gets going here, we could be in for a very nice battle. Oh, dang, poisoned. Poisoned on so many fronts. Poisoned in the back line, poisoned in the front line. At least there's a cleanse there. Oh, Jared Scar's gonna do it. He's gonna come away with it. Good old Jared Scar. What monster on Splinterlands loves to party? Feasting seaweed? Maybe festering seaweed, because festivals? Actually, let's go find out which creature would be the best party animal in all of Splinterlands that I have cards that I own of. All of these guys, if they came into a party at this point so far, I'd be quite concerned. I think Zarin Ifrit could be cool at parties. He'd have some stories to tell, I'm sure. Pirate Captain would be great at parties as well. He'd have some good stories to tell, but I don't think he'd really be a party animal. All the gladiators are probably too serious. Captain's Ghost would just never rock up at the party because he'd ghost everyone. Geez, I don't think I'd want any of these guys at a party. Yeah, I don't have a Two Gun Pete. But yeah, he'd be pretty good at a party. I was going to say, seriously, is that all my cards? Have I scrolled through all of it? Yeah, this is tougher than I thought it would be. Spirit Druid Grog looks like they're cooking some punch or something. They could come along to the party. I don't think they're a very good party animal there. Pellicle Conjurer. Now there's a cool character. They definitely rock up to the party and be like, yo, what's up? What does a sea monster eat? Fish and ships. Truthful. You definitely wouldn't want the Silver Shield Sheriff rocking up at your party. He'd be like, yo, what's all this noise? Time Mage could be a cool party attendant because they could, I don't know, make time go back and you could party like it was some year in the past. Ditto Temporal Master. They'd have some time turning abilities, I'm sure. Who else could be good at a party? Pellicle Deceiver would be great at parties. He could do kids tricks like, watch me dodge this, and then he gets hit with the thing in the face because he can't dodge anything ever. I wish they could make a clown skin for Pellicle Deceiver, where he's just got a clown face. Yeah, Twisted Jester could always be ready to party. He again would be great at kids' parties. Dark Astronomer, I've just realized, looks like a metalhead. I mean, they're doing the metal horns and everything. I look at Screaming Banshee and I think that they're a piñata. They could have all the candy at the party. Who else would be good at a party? Yeah, I don't know. Splinterlands creature infested party would not be a very enjoyable or joyful place, I don't think. Quix the Devious would be great at a party. He would be like doing all sorts of tricks. And I think Elven Defender should come to the party because he doesn't get invited to any battles. At least not in Diamond League. I haven't seen him in any battles. So many better choices. Yeah, I think that completes my inventory of who'd rock up to a Splinterlands house party. Now let's try and use Elven Defender in a victory. I'm not doing that. I want to, but I'm not doing that. I've still got one of those eyes left to go away. What happens when you bring an undead as your +1 to a party? You will rock forever with a hungry skull. Goblin Chef was going out on a leisurely stroll, and while going around a corner, bumped into an ever-hungry skull. They became best friends. Wow, two ever-hungry skull jokes in a row. Every party has some creeping ooze in the back. I suppose they do. What sort of parties do you go to, though? I've never been to a party that's had creeping ooze. Been to a party that's had creeping death, because I'm a metalhead. Yeah. Alright. It's close range, but it's also melee mayhem, so I'm going dragons, because dragons are available, and the Vigolator will be coming along to do some things. I think who else can do some things is Earth Splinter. This is going to get very expensive very quickly. You... And where is the other one with both the functions of attack? They are neutral. They are a thingy. There they are. The good old Warchang. Now we need to also focus on some... I don't know, it's pretty high mana, so I'm just going to throw the Mycelic Infantry out there. And Chaos Dragon. Oh no, Chaos Dragon, you're too expensive, so you're gonna have to get left on the team, and you'll be replaced by a Desert Dragon. There's our 56. Oh, this is gonna be really good, really terrible. I'm so grateful they didn't play Mylor. But meanwhile, hey there, Lord Arianthus. I want my Chaos Dragon to hit that Venari Seedsmith in the first round. Please do that. That's the wrong spot, Mr. Chaos Dragon. My opponent has a very nice gold foil Chaos Dragon. I've been told that before, Chapmeister. I have been told that before. Well, the only Deftones song that I'm familiar with is one that was on the Matrix soundtrack. Passenger? I think it was. Well, I need some excellent retaliations from Warchang to make this work. What do you call a dish made out of royalty Desert dragon. Yes, but are they a queen? Or a king? What is the lore of the desert dragon? I must go investigate now. Where is our beloved desert dragon? Words, 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 words. Has savage horns. Its wings are tattered and torn. Wow, that's poetry right there. And that's me just speed reading. Its attack has been mistaken for seismic activity and minor earthquakes. I know that's what happens when desert is put in front of me. Seismic activity certainly increases because I rush forward to that desert with such fervor. So our beloved desert dragon is just a massive, massive dragon. I like them even more now that I've skim read that lore. Yeah, that was the song I was thinking of there, Chapmeister. Leer of the Dark plus Lorna Shine, an adequate amount of lighting. No, you'd need... Oh, there's another light-related card. You need Lorna Shine and Blinding Reflector working in conjunction with each other. I'm going to do another battle. Ooh, it's 13 mana. Spreading Fury. It's time for an angry flesh golem. It's time for a very, very thoroughly angry flesh golem. Who is the dirtiest looter? A goblin thief. I suppose they could be. I heard that they recently cleaned up their act. This is going to be magnificent. Flesh Golem is going to be so angry, so mad, and just take out everything. You may have some trouble hitting that skeleton assassin, but not with that sort of speed. And bang. I love me that combo. It's so broken. And hey, look at that. I'm in Diamond 1. I'm in Diamond 2. And now I've got to struggle to get to Diamond 1. That was wishful thinking. That's quite a win streak, actually. It's 4. Now that's great. It's a very, very elusive win streak. Very rare for me. Same way I like my steaks. Oh, it's Llama Hydra time. It's Llama plus creature. The era of Llama plus creature has begun, but it's also Equalizer, so I need to put a whole bunch of other stuff into this, otherwise it's going to go really badly for me. Let's go Mycelic Morphoid and Chaos Agent and really, really hope that they bring Sneak. Then my Hydra can do some damage from the shadows. Did they bring Sneak? Yes, they brought Sneak. That's a lot of Sneak, though. They could potentially kill the Hydra in the first round. Oh god, that is so much damage. Dear God. Protect the Hydra. Oh no, the poison. Well, I guess it's a Chaos Agent last stand, maybe. Oh, this is awful. No, it's going to be a Mycelic Morphoid last stand. Oh god. What an unfortunate sequence. Oh, shed a tear. At least I'm still in Diamond 1. Only just. Time to fix that with another loss. 24 mana. No healing, but there's also poison afoot. And my opponent loves blue splinter. I think they'll possibly be going magic here. What happens when you get stuck between two llamas? You get laminated. Almost got a chuckle. But thank you for your entry, Baba Ramji. I appreciate that. I guess you could say in my last battle I was delaminated by the llama. Because that Hydra disappeared like it was... I don't know. The Hydra just vanished. May as well have had camouflage. Right. I'm thinking that I'm going to go with Immunity Town, but then I lose magic resistance. So let's go Bortus and Wave Brood. Hope that my opponent goes down the route of using magic. If they do, well, cleanse isn't going to really matter. So immunity is also not going to really matter. I think we should just go with aggressive opportunities. Opportunities. And can we fit a Dr. Blight into the team? We can. And throw a Chaos Agent in as our second line of defense and hope for the absolute best. Well, they didn't go with magic. This is not going to go well. Skip. As predicted, back to Diamond 2. I fall. You guys have 23 minutes left to try and get that Isa. You can do it. I've got faith in all of you. You just need to be comedic and hilarious and deliver the bestest comedy that you can do. Super Sneak, 26 mana. Hydra Kids, Hydra Wife. I love the fact that a guild is called that in this game. It's fantastic. It's like the ultimate meta. Really wish I could play Dragon here. Instead, I'm gonna have to go with my friendly retaliation crew. Said retaliation. We've got that. We've got that. We don't have any more retaliations. That's unfortunate. But with Super Sneak, let's do some Blast. And then we'll throw Screeching Vulture in as well. I really, really hope it isn't Gremlin Blaster that gets the last stand. That will be, unfortunately, tragic and epic. Hornier than Horny Toad, Water Elemental, always wet, Dragon Whelp. That's my time. I'm out. Oh, that's awful. Did you start in Gold 3, Ape? Oh no. This cockatrice is gonna be... Oh no. Then I see the Jared Scar. That's like even more tragic. Oh, it's over. It's so over. How am I meant to deal with Armorsmith Cockatrice? What a great team my opponent put together here. Cockatrice is going to go bye-bye when they attack next turn. But, oh, this poor Hydra. They, oh, where was their trample? Oh, wait, it wasn't a retaliation. It was the thorns that killed it. You started in Diamond 3 and you're back in Gold. What? Are you okay? Are you... How is life treating you? Have you been drinking again? I don't know if you drink. I'm genuinely concerned at this juncture. No one should fall back that far in a single season, but enjoy silver when you get there. Okay? Sorry, that was terrible. I feel really bad for saying that. But you did ask, someone asked when silver. Lost Magic, 46 mana. We got green, and we've got fire. Do we just Jotun? Or do we just Llama Mage and bring delectable varieties of return fire? Is there an amplify? Oh, there is. Yes, let's do this. Mana cost, please. One of you, and then one of you. Then we'll put the anti-blast agent here. Because if we're up against Jotun, we don't want to be subject to such horrific things. We can't play Kron. But you know who makes a good last stand? Oh, I really wish I had Axemaster. That would be fantastic. Instead, let's go with the double sneak duo of Isa and Goblin Thief. Then what? That's 9 mana. Maybe we go with Sandworm? No, it's more than 9 mana. I really should take advantage of healing. But all of my healing is, of course, magical. But that's okay, because so is Fire Splinters. So... Oh, no, actually, no, that's not the case. There is healing available via Spirit of the Forest. And let's be sensible and put Cornelius, not Fanatcore, at the back. That way, Spirit of the Forest is somewhat protected. Our damage is going to be everywhere and all over the place. But, oh no. Giant Killer? Wait, how much mana? Oh no, I'm okay. Maybe. Why you stunned me? I'm impressed that they didn't go Jotun with the mana cap. Good, their stun is now gone. But he's dead anyway. There went that part of the plan. Cornelius may just end up being a really delightful input to our team here. Why do you still have 1 health? Oh, this is terrible. You should never take what a sea monster says seriously. They're always cracking jokes. You've almost got me there. Ah, it was Crypto Llama TV we were fighting. I wonder if it was actually them or whether it was their Archmage token. I think they've got an Archmage token. I'm not 100% sure. Alright guys, 17 minutes left. You've got to do something here. You've got to give me something to work with. Because otherwise Eyes of the Fanged will just remain and wait until next week. Little League, equal opportunity. I think it's time for Jotun. Oh, but Blue Splinter can do lots of nice speed things. This is a really nice rule set. Can't do Jotun, so I guess we have to go with Kalia. We're going to go Merdhamp here. Electric Eels. This is going to be all about doing as much damage as possible. Dr. Blight. Do we go with poison? Poison is good. Who else can we use in our team? Say hello to Metal Eye Guardian. And for our very front line, I wish it was close range. I think we're just going to have to go with Zenith Monk. Oh, the sneak. I am so disgusted by the sneak. It's not even sneak anymore. But hey, that worked out really well. Goodbye, Merdhampier. I'll miss you. Really lucky that Electric Eels is hitting. That blast is doing us well. Oh, beautiful work, Naga Windmaster. Delivering with the poison. Now they just need to deliver one more. Oh, they can't. They died. They died. Really lucky I haven't been afflicted yet. Oh, look at that. Affliction. But we got some good strikes in there. Ah, yes, beautiful. I got this. The RNG worked for me. It's about time. It is about time the RNG did something good for me. 6 chests today. I need probably 2 more wins to get back into Diamond 1. Diamond 2. Stop being so ambitious. I should be in Diamond 1. Merdhampier was the most handsome merman in his tribe. One day he took a dive and lost the title. Why? That's the Coral's breath. Okay, Ape. You got it. I misread Wraith as well, but Wrath made it even funnier in my mind. Okay, fine. Fine. Checkmate. I mean, check name. We will be sending that through after this battle. Congratulations. Merdhampier delivers. It's a cross-edition joke. The best kind of joke. What am I going to do for this battle? It is Melee Mayhem and it's Spreading Fury. So we don't want to bring Redemption. We do want to bring Retaliates if we can. Oh, you know what I'm doing. It's the Naga Assassin. Naga Warrior. Why do I mispronounce her name so disrespectfully? Actually, let's throw Kraken in as well. Because, you know, nothing's more fun than an angry Kraken. I wish I could fit Hydra in as well. But Hydra is not capable of this team. Alright, what can we do to reduce their output? One of them reduces their output, and if we stun them, then that reduces their output too. And then Albatross can come along too. Alrighty, let's see what the outcome is going to be here. Oh, hello there, Mr. Grum. You are quite threatening towards my Kraken, and that fills me with intense concerns. Please, please, please miss. Oh no, it hit. Why is it whenever I play a Kraken, it's not good for me? Haha. Take that, Grum. You now have half attack. Now you're stunned. We're a Halfling Alchemist, tanking like a boss. Oh, he can't tank no more. Oh, why did I bring redemption? I just said to myself when I was making this team, I cannot put redemption in my team. It will be terrible. Then I proceeded to play redemption in my team. Oh, the bloodlust. It's all over. Unless Naga Assassin can dodge. She couldn't. Horrible. Terrible. Let's dispose of this Eyes of the Fanged. Congratulations, Ape. You are winner. Oh, I clicked delegate. Oh, what am I doing? I meant to send it to you, not delegate it to you. Look at me. I don't know how to do Splinterlands. I'm going to undelegate that and actually send it to you. Yeah. That crumb. Thanks for... Why did I click delegate again? I'm trying to send you the card, not delegate you the card. What am I doing, Ape? Please send mental health. Or cognitive help towards me, because it's clear that my cognitive brain is not functioning in such a good way. I can't even remember what I said when I was putting together that team, Crypto Llama. But it was not fun. It was not fun. That Grum just slaughtered. Absolutely slaughtered. Okay, we've got 9 minutes left here to try and climb or crawl or beg, borrow, steal other unspeakable things my way into Diamond 2. It's been such a struggle this season. And now I'm met with Little League, which means we're going to probably see Kelly. Oh, yes, we can't see Kelly. Our Blue Splinter's banned. It's no longer possible. So instead, we're probably going to see Mylor and Failed Summoner and probably not Mycelia. So let's go General Sloan and bring in all of the artillery that is ranged. I'm going to make a completely ranged team in the hopes that that gets me to be a victorious person. I am going to throw Dr. Blight in because of poison. Let's go with Sunkai Harvester, and Crystal Jaguar feels like a terrible idea, but I've clicked the button now. Herbalist at the very back, and off we go. Okay. They have a Dr. Blight. I'm very glad I didn't go with magic. God, that's a lot of armor. Thanks, Tower Griffin. I always forget to use Tower Griffin. That means I always lose. So much loss. I should have just left the card delegated to you on a permanent basis. And then in like 13 years or something, you'll be like, hey, remember that card I won that you accidentally delegated to me? Can I have it? For real? And I'd be like, but it's working, your lands. Alright, I'm quickly into another battle here. Little League. I'm going to go with Mad Hampier and Electric Eels, and I might be so kind as to Pirate Captain this? No. That's ambitious. What am I going to use as my tank? I guess it's going to be Zenith Monk. Then the double please don't hurt my Murd Hampier strategy. Although if they bring opportunity... Oh, this again. This again. Oh, it doesn't take out all of my team. But I'm certainly at a disadvantage. Now I feel like I am no longer at a disadvantage. Because here comes Electric Eels to go bang. Oh, and it's beautiful. And now Murd Hampier has so much health He can stand up against Dr. Blight while my Dr. Blight does stuff. But I don't think I'm going to need that because it's just a thing of beauty. So I'm slowly learning the joys of Blue Splinter. Murd Hampier the Great is helping me realize this. Got 5 minutes left with you lovely, wonderful people before I depart. Of course, I'll be back again on Monday, my local time, or you can check on Splinterlands TV and it'll tell you in your local time zone. No need to do tricky conversions of time mathematics and all of those things. I think this is going to be one for a Kraken, and I'm going to bring along some protection and just try to be as obnoxious as possible. We need a repair. Great. It also gives us a triage and a rust and other things. I'm not sure on Crustacean King because we're getting the heal from Byzantine Kitty. Is there any other protects we could employ? Tower Griffin, maybe. Let's... The risk of Fire Splinter is quite great. So we're going to drop Gloridax Guardian. I'm actually going to use Wavesmith, hilariously. Now we'll go with Ruler of the Seas for the silence to try and keep Kraken alive for longer. Hey, Commander Garlic, welcome. Glad to see you're here so we can hear all of your energy come to us, reinvigorate us all. What am I going to use to complete this team? I've got 8 mana available. Who's an 8 mana machine? Let's go Genoshanus. Let's put Genoshanus right there so that they can be in the middle of the fray when all this stuff happens. Oh, I don't like their team. They've got Shatter. Shatter is exactly what I didn't need. I get the feeling this is going to be a very, very long battle. Although that Robo Dragon Knight is proving to be quite fragile. I like that a lot. Please retaliate, Kraken. Please don't die, Kraken. You died to the healer. You died to the very Crustacean King that I did not bring, that I was considering bringing. Well, I think I'm going to be leaving you all today on scenes of loss, scenes of despair, and scenes of me not actually being competent at Splinterlands, which is nothing new for my regular viewers, but leaves a awful impression on anyone who's seeing me for the first time, even if I have been playing Splinterlands for years at this point. Next year it'll be half a decade. I don't know how many rips I got up to, but I think I was being very self-deprecating there, because look at this. Look at this recovery that's coming through. Look at this amazing endorsement of my skill, as though I have risen from the very sands of defeat like a phoenix to claim victory and still languish in Diamond 2. 3. Again, I'm being optimistic about what ranking I'm actually in. So let's see, there was a 2x rip there. There was that's a big streak of rip. 1, 2, 3, 4, a 4x rip. Nah, I've always had the beard. I've had the beard my whole Splinterlands career. Go check it on my YouTube. Classic Splinterlands playlist. It's like beard. I was much younger then, much more innocent. Yeah, I think Rip X4 was the biggest rip that I had. And I burnt exactly 24% of my ECR, which means in 24 hours time, I can go again. Thank you all for your company this evening. Congratulations to those of you who managed to make me laugh and were awarded with Eyes of the Fangs, that good old wizard man aggroed showered upon us in the last stream. Thank you once more for your words and quiet chatter. It's been enjoyable. Have a wonderful, productive existence. Sleep well if you get there, or have nightmares. It doesn't matter to me. But I'll see you all next time. Cheers.